I don't know how Zeus Network outdoes itself, giving us the most problematic, trashiest, most unnecessary TV shows, but it does. Y'all sit down and grab a drink because we got a lot to get into. So as you guys may know, Zeus Network was founded by, I think, 4 different people, and one of them is Lemuel Plummer, who is Zeus Network's CEO. And he made headlines recently because he's expecting a baby girl with Scotty from Baddies, and there's a lot to delve into when it comes to the power imbalance in that alone. Regardless, Zeus has a lot of shows, some of the most popular being Jocelyn's Cabaret, Baddies, as we know, Krishan and Blueface Crazy in Love, which came out I think in 2022 when everyone was talking about their drama. But you guys, Zeus Network has released a trailer with 2 of P. Diddy's sons, Justin and Christian. And in the trailer, it ends with a call from Fort Dix, which is where Diddy is stationed. In an article they released about the documentary, it's not supposed to be supporting Diddy in any way, but it's supposed to be highlighting his son's life and their pain and their voices.
Whatever that means.
And I think that's incredibly problematic because Diddy's sons have publicly defended him numerous times and even inherited his beef with 50 Cent.
Hell, I inherit the beef.
They made diss songs saying, oh, don't say no Diddy.
Dare one of you scream out no Diddy.
They have fought tooth and nail for their father and his reputation. So for this to be labeled as some neutral documentary that's not supposed to be supporting Diddy in any way is just foolishness, in my opinion. It's just not realistic. Also, I feel like this reads as a response to 50 Cent's documentary about Diddy, which just came out and did some big numbers, and I've heard that it's a lot more extensive than other documentaries about Diddy. But this really reads as a response to that. Another reason I think this show is incredibly problematic is because both of Diddy's sons have accusations, serious accusations against them. And I feel like that's something that's not really talked about enough. So for Zeus Network to give them a platform, I think is incredibly disgusting. And of course, people can say innocent until proven guilty. Okay, but given the fact that they've defended Diddy after seeing that video of Cassie and his DV to her, says everything I need to know about the kind of people that they are. Because regardless of that being their dad, they're grown enough to know better than to defend that kind of behavior. So the fact that they think that that kind of behavior is acceptable lets me know how they operate in the world. But of course, Zeus Network does not care about who they platform. They only care about shock value, whatever sells, and the bag. But the real question is, who is this for? Who is going to watch this? Not even the unks who defend Diddy are gonna watch this. I don't know who the target audience is for this. Moving on to Natalie Nunn's interview with Cam Newton that's gone viral. Natalie is not a stranger to this channel. I made a video about her and how problematic the Baddies show is and how exploitative the Baddies auditions are. So when I saw that a lot of people on TikTok are pointing out how weird the language is that Natalie uses to describe Baddies and her relationship with them, and how it has kind of an exploitative undertone, I was relieved. Because thank you, this is what we should be talking about.
What is the point of Natalie flying all of these women out of these different areas just to fight and be in an Airbnb and shit? And then it clicked. She's tracking these women. She's going from place to place, state to state, and selling these women off. And that's why the show just doesn't fucking make sense.
Honestly, I would not be surprised if Natalie Nunn was allegedly sexually exploiting these girls. Because as I mentioned before, in the Baddies auditions, she's screaming at these girls, take off your tops, kiss each other, let's have a twerking competition. Knowing that she wouldn't cast majority of these girls, and she mostly casts influencers. And I feel like that's just the hazing process. Who knows what actually happens when you get casted? Who knows what she expects of these girls? And like I said, there's no one to keep Natalie in check about how she treats them. And we've all heard stories about influencers in Dubai and yachting and yacht girls. And those are just glimpses of the dark underbelly of the industry. Who knows what else goes on? And if these influencers have to sell themselves to have a certain luxury lifestyle and flaunt this wealth, imagine what the people with a bigger platform and these celebrities have to do. Given the exploitative nature of the auditions, I wouldn't be surprised if she just wants to see who's willing to go all the way. If it starts off you kissing other contestants and you showing your body, Imagine what being casted is like behind the scenes. And in the future, I do think that a lot of people are going to come out and tell their story about what it was like being on these reality TV shows, specifically being casted by Zeus Network, and how much really went on behind the scenes. I genuinely will not understand the people who support Zeus Network after this and just continue to support them in general. But let me know what you guys thought about the trailer and Natalie Nunn's interview and just Zeus Network in general. Like this video if you like this video and subscribe to Kiki with me some more. Bye, bookies.